Greetings, humans. I'm Mr. Smock, Vulcan cultural observer on Earth to evaluate this human fascination with geek pop culture. It's been a while since we've been on air, but we've now come back with a must-talk about movie named Justice League. And joining me today is the captain from Pop Culture Fund Malaysia.
Is the captain here, and I'm here with him again. Yeah.
So Justice League, as many comic book fans are no doubt very much aware, has opened in Malaysian cinemas on the 16th of November. It is a much anticipated superhero comic book movie which brings together, or as the catchphrase says, unites the major superheroes of the DC universe, which comprise Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Cyborg, and Aquaman. The last three of which are really only making their first appearance in this movie. Previously, they were just cameos in the preceding chapter, which was Batman v Superman. So Captain, perhaps you could enlighten us a bit more about the sequence of these movies and the DC expanded universe of which it encompasses.
Come together right now over me. Yeah. Well, first of all, pretty excited, like trailer and the songs that they're using also. First off, it's like the Beatles versus Led Zeppelin, so that's a first debate even before we get into the movie. But that's just trivia for me, and music buff people also will enjoy that. I think it was a few days ago that Outpost Productions was having the Geek conference. Ooh, that sounds cool. I just came up with that. The Geek conference. Yeah, if you didn't know about it, you just missed it, and you just gotta read about it and see the photos. But anyways, it's part of a big event called Comic Play at Publica. And anyways, the finale of the Geek conference, I gotta check it out, right? Yeah, was the screening of Man of Steel, and that's where the DC extended universe, yes, don't get it wrong. The DC extended universe began with Man of Steel, Zack Snyder, and then after that was followed by Batman vs Superman, and then followed by Wonder Woman, yes.
Intermission.
Intermission.
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad. Oh, apparently they exist in the same. Oh yeah, that's right. They exist in the same universe because cameo by Batman in the Suicide Squad. Yes, same Batman, same Batmobile. Yes, and then
same Batflag.
So that's the phrase they're using. Yeah, Batflag. Okay, and then all these 1, 2, 3, 4 movies leading into the Justice League, which just opened. Yeah.
Well, we pretty much look the same at the other counterpart, which spurred off the legion of superhero movies. That would have been the Marvel Cinematic Universe, beginning with Iron Man in the year 2007. And there were
2008, bro.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Then there were a number of movies which spawned within that franchise, culminating in the much anticipated team up which took place as the Avengers in the year 2012.
Yeah.
That was 5 years ago. So DC is now playing catch up, which their version of the superhero team up, Justice League, which only took place this year. So the Justice League is principally directed by Zack Snyder, who also directed Man of Steel and Batman v Superman. But it was finished off by Mr. Marvel himself, Joss Whedon, who helmed the Avengers 1 and 2 movies. So there are certain aspects of the show which you may be able to discern belongs to either director who has their hands into the final version. So the principal cast stars Ben Affleck as Batman Bruce Wayne. Then it's again Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, aka Diana Prince. New to the show is Ezra Miller as The Flash, the Barry Allen version. And there is then Ray Fisher as Cyborg, which is Victor Stone. Finally, there is Jason Momoa as Aquaman.
AKA Arthur Curry.
Yes, which all three of these new heroes, it's not an origin story that we have to go through in this movie, but pretty much that they already are who they are, with backstory which is somewhat described in the consequences leading to their turning into superheroes, but not in so much detail on the circumstances and how it all happened. So we got to watch this on sneak preview night, and what's your take on the movie, Captain?
Well, sneak previews when we watched it, but we got some info from people who watched it a bit earlier. And to quote, I just like the phrase, I haven't heard it before. To quote, "It's not a dumpster fire." I did not hear that phrase before, so that was the first time. And I did enjoy it, and after a while, getting used to how I was open-minded when after Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman, because you can't judge one when you have only one. Alright, Man of Steel. So after Batman vs Superman, you kind of get the feel that DC is doing a little different storytelling style. They'll tell a story and there'll be gaps in between, like how you see like in Man of Steel. Then Batman vs Superman, when they show that movie, they will slot in some of those things left out from Man of Steel. Either they answer it or they reverse the point of view just to fill it in here and there. So okay, I think this is going to tell this story with gaps in between. The next movie or another movie will tie in, to answer these kind of gaps and all. So they got something different going on there, and I can't really say like one is better than one universe or one style is better than the other, but I think it's just different storytelling. So for this movie, Justice League, I really enjoyed that. It picks off right from where Batman vs Superman left off, and it's like non-stop, pop, 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 pop. The life of a hero, the life of these folks, and what is to come. Yeah, it was quite actually fast-paced, I think. Yeah.
So the movie picks up a few months after the death of Superman from Batman v Superman, and the consequences of the loss of, say, Earth's mightiest heroes. Oh, sorry, wrong one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Earth's most iconic hero, Superman, and what apparently exposes a vulnerability now to our world, which then is an opportunity for our lead villain, Stephen Wolf.
What is with that name, man? Stephen Wolf. Seriously? Like, when I saw the trailer, like, whoa, okay, man. Like, I mean, before this, it was Wonder Woman, There was like Ares, okay, Greek god of war, full of, his name is not Kratos, but, Ares, okay, something. Like, Stephen Wolf is like, didn't he write Born to Be Wild? Wasn't he like a rock star or something? Then now he's like some villain in a Justice League movie, Can't they come up? I mean, DC writers, and when the time of creation, come up with a nicer, a cooler name or something, I don't know. Yeah, Mr. Smock, yeah.
That being apart, perhaps there are reasons why they chose this villain. I'm not totally privy on why it's the case, but Stephen Wolf is sort of the signal of a impending greater threat which is looming in the universe, which was mentioned as Darkseid in the show, although we do not see that person by himself.
No, it's in Batman vs Superman. Yeah, his presence was shown. There was some little drop scenes and nightmare sequence, Batman vs Superman. Or you gotta watch the Ultimate Edition. Yeah.
So there are the mother control boxes, which was the artifacts, shall we say, salvaged or sort of like kept under guard by the various major races of Earth due to a conflict several thousand years ago which led to the defeat of Stephen Wolf. Now he returns again and is hell-bent on conquest, retrieving his control boxes to ultimately leads to cataclysmic rewrite or a change on our planet. And therefore no one hero could face this challenge alone, which leads to the heroes as we know it uniting together to form the Justice League, very much by the initiative of Batman and Wonder Woman, who has gone on the recruitment to pick up Flash, Cyborg and Aquaman to the cause. It's also I think it's no big secret, or it's an open secret, that Superman does return, unless you've never seen a trailer up to today, but that is, I think, one of the worst kept secrets around in the industry. So about Stephen Wolf, how do you feel that this antagonist holds up against the Justice League? In a way, I almost see some comparisons against, like, Loki in the first Avengers movie, who was leading a bunch of aliens, and this similarly here, Stephen Wolf is leading a bunch of fairly mindless aliens called parademons in the conquest of the planet.
Yeah, wow, they look a bit vicious, those parademons, they look freaky, man. And I got to try that VR Justice League game. Put the goggles on with that, it's a VR like game. And if you play the Wonder Woman simulation, it's pretty cool. You can have a shield and have a sword, her sword of course, yeah. And then you fight in the plane, in the Themyscira, yeah. Anyways, but yeah, then you attack my parademons and they come all, from the front and the back. Oh, that was really freaky, man, to see those parademons up close. So yeah, you want to compare to the Chitauri, I think these parademons are more freaky, man. And apparently they suck your blood, or
they feed on fear or something along that line.
Yeah, that sounds like something out of your travels through the universe, man. Yeah.
Well, then they would have nothing to fear in Vulcan, because Vulcans feel no fear.
Wow. Oh yeah, they'll starve and die, right? Anyways, yeah.
I thought the movie was much faster paced than the predecessors.
I agree.
Every scene or plot had a purpose to it.
Yeah.
With a cast which is that large, though, it's probably not able to give everyone as much time as they are due. But I think by the same respect, everyone got their share of screen time without it being skewed towards a movie solely focused on Batman or Superman or even Wonder Woman, which I'm sure viewers had no problem having more scenes of. But it does leave to feel that certainly it's the word goes, it's a very rush movie. If you look into further details, there are probably lots of plot loopholes, but over that you can probably get lost into the visual feast of the superhero smackdown which takes place, and you can almost feel that the fights between Stephen Wolf and some of our main heroes, I think it's mainly Wonder Woman and Superman and even Aquaman, are almost like bouts between demigods, which are, you punch one and literally the earth cracks. It's an enjoyable action flick.
Yes, I agree. Right from the start, hi, boom, action, boom, again, boom. Yeah, the pace was really quick, and to jump into the action sequence and talk and discuss, and don't have to go much into about, so why did you become like this? Well, a long time ago. Just boom and run with it. Apparently, a fact is also that this is the shortest DC extended universe movie compared to the other four.
Despite being a movie which unites all 6 heroes.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, it's a good cast, good acting cast, and even those who are playing the support roles like Amy Adams and
Jeremy Irons.
Jeremy Irons is Alfred, and was this Cyborg's father? I just know him as Miles Dyson. Yeah, that's a trivia name. You're gonna find out why is that man so popular. Yeah, Cyborg's father. Yeah. Oh yeah, and all these other things which they drop in, like they already included. Apparently, Perry White was supposed to make an appearance. That too. Then wow, we got not enough time for all these people. So, so yeah, I thought just cool that they did well with whichever characters they had, and with the new guys, Cyborg, he had his moments, and just some trivia to drop some. How should you say, origin, background, and just a few lines here and there, but not go into that and just move it along. Aquaman, we've seen that in the trailer, or was it even the first trailer, that I heard you can talk to fish kind of thing. So yeah, after seeing the scene, what it's about, yeah, and also one of the trailers already revealed that slow motion throwing of the batarang. Okay, yeah, and that. So yeah, Ezra Miller. I guess he's playing a Flash that is a bit more, from what I've read, closer to the Justice League animation. I think. Have you watched the Justice?
I think my comparison to the Flash would be more closer towards the Flash as seen in the CW TV series, played by Grant Austin, which is also Barry Allen as the Flash. And they seem somewhat as fairly different characters. Of course, the Flash as we experience in the Justice League is as yet on, I would say, the very start of his superhero career. He is still kind of like twitchy into what goes into saving the world, as also shown in the trailer. He's never fought battles, he's just pushed people. And it also goes to say that I think in the TV series, the Barry Allen scene there jumps into the superhero business much earlier. But he also has a supporting team around him that he's not really one out on a solo outing.
The Star Labs folks, right?
Yeah, the Star Labs.
Central City, yeah, that's right. Central City.
But Ezra Miller's Flash is pretty much someone who's out on his own, and until he is recruited by Bruce Wayne, which is another part of the trailer, he says, I need friends. And he has certain quirkiness to his personalities, I think, which is in a way makes nuances, which makes him kind of interesting. So you can look forward to it more when he has his own solo outing movie. I think that's scheduled in the next 1 or 2 years.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
And Aquaman as well, he has his own solo outing movie scheduled. I'm not sure about Cyborg though.
Oh yeah, I think, is it not on the list yet? Because just to reverse back, I remember that even Justice League was supposed to have a Justice League Part 1, Justice League Part 2, and then now they made it a standalone and there, and then next year it's only Aquaman that's on the list and not 2 movies from the DC extended universe. So I wonder what's all that about. But anyways, I think they're running quite fast, trying to chase back. I think they shouldn't, and should let the things cook and let things come to them. Like initially, Josh Whedon was brought in for Batgirl, right? Is it something like that?
Yes, I heard about that. It maybe is still on, I'm not sure.
Yeah, and then he gets tossed into this because Zack Snyder has to take some absence of leave. So wow, I think they should just chill and settle down a bit and plan a bit more. No need to rush into things. Talking about Aquaman, there's Hera also made a character from Aquaman, made an appearance. Hera, right? Mera. Mera, played by Amber Heard. So wow, she makes a appearance also there, a few lines, and also you'll see more of her in that. When they cast these really rich characters like J.K. Simmons as Jim Gordon, and then they cast Billy Lundrop as Henry Allen, which is Barry Allen's father. These are actors like they're super seasoned, and and Bruce Wayne's father is that guy from Walking Dead. Oh gosh, I can't remember his name, but he was also the comedian in the Watchmen. And yeah, these are guys which they have amazing acting range and ability. I wonder, and I'm hoping to see what DC cooks up from having these characters. I mean, I doubt they casted them just to be 5 minutes in a big movie like this. I'm sure they have something installed already. So every time they reveal this kind of a quality actor to play such a menial role, don't underestimate what DC can do.
So unlike other movies in the DCEU, Justice League actually has in-credit scenes. And this takes place in the mid-credit scene and an post-credit scene, sorry. Captain, what do you want to say about that?
Oh, yeah, wow. I just thought that those two end credit scenes were so exciting. After a movie that was so action-packed already, and a lot of pow-pow, very fast-paced, and then triumphant, and our heroes full by the hero stand and all those kind of things. And then not only that, but there's the mid-credit scene, and wow, there's another post-credit scene. Wow, and yeah, I just thought the impact and excitement of that, makes you hunger for more. So I thought it was equivalent as the entire Justice League movie, or rather, how I like to blog when I blog about it, and write, it's the Team Batman movie. Okay, yeah.
Well, certainly that could be the impact of having Mr. Joss Whedon coming on board and running it in his sort of like Marvel-ish style to present in-credit scenes, and it certainly teases the audience of something to expect too. But you can also say that we've mentioned earlier that the feel of both directors involved is very much into this final product, and perhaps then at some stage we could probably expect what would be Justice League Zack Snyder version and Justice League Joss Whedon version. After recovering reels, I think, of deleted scenes from the movie. As mentioned, this is the shortest DCEU movie to date, and of course, as the result, with so many characters, it does feel rushed.
Girls, eyecandy.com. This is one of them. Should be very high up on the list. Yes, there's a lot of eye candy, and visuals are stunning. It's not just for the guys, not just for the girls, but the guys also will, have a good time watching Wonder Woman in action. I don't know, every time Wonder Woman comes into the scene or, gets into an action sequence, what really, draws attention. So I think maybe that's one of the reasons why Wonder Woman was so popular as a movie earlier this year. So, yeah, and then there's also other elements that, make it very epic. Very wide shots, which that's why some of them, the promos are actually encouraging the viewers to watch in IMAX 3D or even real 3D, because of the size, epic proportions of the shots. Yeah.
Thank you for sticking by and listening to us ramble on as it is. As your reward, we are giving away 2 TGV open movie passes. If you would be so kind as to share this video on your social media like Facebook and with the hashtag Outpost Giveaway. And within a few days, if we like what you share, then we will announce winners. Please remember to also like our Facebook page, Outpost Productions, otherwise it may be more difficult for us to track your sharing of this video. So by that regard as well, if you liked what we speak about, please subscribe to our channel, which is My Sci-Fi Fan Outpost, and tune in again when we do our next movie review, which will probably be that episode 8 movie with Swirling lightsabers.
Red. A lot of red. Yes. And don't forget, hashtag Team Batman.
Okay, live long and prosper. And again, thank you to the captain from For Culture Fun.
Okay. Good luck.